Selkie found me. She took me by the hand, gently by her teeth. She pulled me along the current of the waves to the side of a boat where I felt farther astray. And the crew of that boat told many a strange tale, and they led me to the shore of their northerly isle. Sounded okay, or
Yeah,
well, it's good. But I looked overboard for my saving grace when I heard from the sea an eerie heaving, a moment to wail and a long eerie moan. And the second it was gone, more than all felt lost. And then it's not here on the lyrics, but it slipped through my thoughts like slippery sand. How I wanted more, yet the silence began. And actually, what do you think? Because I had later on, but I looked overboard for my saving grace, and it's the same notes as the chorus, and then it kicks into the chorus originally. But in this version, I forgot I did this, where I thought maybe just cut out the chorus and have that come in after the second verse.
That's
What do you?
I like that
better. You like that better? Okay.
A Selkie is like a Kelpie?
Yeah. A Selkie.
Same thing, or?
A Selkie is a seal woman.
Okay.
A seal woman. So it's a mystical Irish being that she has a suit that is a seal suit, where she's a shapeshifter.
Okay.
And then when she comes to land, she sheds her seal skin and is a beautiful woman.
Right.
And then when she goes back out to sea, she has to return.
Right.
So there's been a lot of Irish tales of the Selkie and a man will fall in love, but she always has to return to sea, so she's a seal woman.
Kind of like lighthouse vibe to it there.
Very lighthouse vibe, yeah.
That's what I was thinking when you were singing. I was like, when they were kind of like talking to each other and drinking and singing.
Yeah, totally.
I met a Selkie a while adrift out at sea. I fell overboard, the tide carried me away. I swam and swam until that Selkie found me. She took me by the hand, gently by her teeth.
What is Tonto's Fist? Well, why did we even get into it again?
Right.
If it wasn't for Tim and all the years of discussion of what to do with his voice and his music and his goals and his dreams, I don't think we ever would have come back to Tonto's Fist.
Probably not.
Never would have happened.
Yeah.
And the weird serendipitous moments where we felt like he had a genuine hand in what was happening next. I think, Tim got the band back together. If people ask me, I would never say I'm a musician.
Yeah.
You know?
We should know how to write songs, so that's.
And we both know how to write songs, and we're both great storytellers. We are incredible collaborators. From the exquisite corpse stuff that we've been doing ever since we were in high school together. A lot of people ask me who sings our songs. And initially we were singing the songs, or with the older stuff, Tim sang the song, but like Prelude to a Drowning Girl, that singer that you hired her and contracted her, and she didn't want her name on any of her shit, and she changed the lyrics because she didn't understand that the song was about Ophelia and it was Hamlet, and it's just like, okay, well, being familiar with Shakespeare, right? What's wrong with being a part of Tonto's Fist?
Yeah. You know, I think now in retrospect, some of the, you know, because they're very intent to make it on their own, and you know, they want certain style of music that they like. So I think, because I don't think we had an illusion of like, oh, we're gonna make it big and be like, you know, U2, or maybe back in the days, but I think in their minds, yeah, I'm gonna make it big, or I'm gonna make a living at this, so I don't ever want somebody to go back, you know, like, because I just think, why not? Or my thing is, if you're so embarrassed by playing with these people, you don't want your name on it, why are you playing with them in the first place? It's because you're in it for the money, and you're making it, you know.
You know, you bring up a really good point. When we were in our 20s and Tonto's Fist was new, and we were trying to bring people on, and they were like, no, you're not good enough, and we were assholes to them. We were like, no, you can't be a part of what we're doing. So how are we any different than these younger folks who were recruited to?
That was what was so different, because some of the guys, like the producer, like on the guy Nate, he's like, oh yeah, this is fun. I'll get my Telecaster. I'll just kind of play some chords, bring together then, and it's like, yeah, cool. But kids, producer too. But yeah, this Stephen guy was like, well, now that I hear it and we've done it, like I don't really like this. And like, I think it should be like this. And it's like, well, why don't you just do your own song?
Yeah, do your own thing.
But like, why can't this just be like, yeah, like the ego is like, do I want my name attached to it? It's like,
Yeah.
dude, you have 12 listeners a month on Spotify. Like, we're not, you know, it's not like David Bowie licensing a background vocal to some famous person, you know?
Yeah.
So, anyway.
And then he was taking, you know, musical credit for this shit, but it's just like, dude, it's not your composition. It's not your work. Paid you to do this.
Yeah.
So you don't get to claim credit and re-release it underneath your name.
You know, it's interesting you say that, because having worked with some of those people, they never reciprocated, like, hey, I got this idea, do you want to help me? It was always like, you know, we need, like, you know, they weren't collaborative in the other way. It was just like, oh, what do you want me to do? As opposed to like, hey, well, I got this idea. And I remember thinking, so if it's that transactional, then screw it.
Yeah.
Who cares? Well, it's not that who cares, I think we pretty much, we definitely are some of our influences and things that we do.
Yeah.
I think it gets too hard to keep a group of 5 or 6 people going and think the same way, you know, and if it's so singular. I mean, that's the thing, I think we have a pretty singular vision that, sure, I'll be proud of somebody else, but not so much that, like, oh, let's bring in 5 people, let's all write a song together, let's, like, you know, do a tour of the Atlantic coast. It's like, nah, this is just our thing, and that seems to be enough. Yeah. We relate to each other, the music we like, and our way of playing, and the age that we start doing it. You know, bring in, say, a trans musician like Isaac, and he's kind of like, well, actually, it should be this, and then it becomes something that it wasn't intended to be, or it's something new, which is cool, but that's not what the idea was.
When you introduce that kind of an element, there's the risk
Right.
taking it too seriously.
Yeah, then it becomes like, oh, we gotta compete.
Yeah, and then somebody else's vision comes in, and then it becomes something else, and as soon as that happens, it's no longer Tonto's Fist.
Right.
I mean, what I take seriously is just being true to whatever Tonto's Fist is, and to Tim, and to you and me in that life experience, the story arc of everything that it was and is. And we're still figuring out what that story is.
Right.
We don't need to overthink it, we just need to be what it is.
Right.
You know? So I'm sorry to really, really didn't want to be part of what we're doing, and then did, and then didn't, and then did. Sorry you guys don't get credit, but it's not your group, it's not your music. And I get having the front singer be the front person in the band. When I was originally singing the stuff, I wanted all the spotlight. Tim wanted all the spotlight. There's no spotlight here except for the fist. With the spotlight on the fist. And you and me and Tim are the only credits. And so, you know, we'll keep coming up with music, and we might not always be the final version of the song, but we're the ones that composed it and sang it and everything else. This listening chorus has been very fun. There was a low-life rake with a crooked white smile who'd come around once in a while for a shakedown. And when luck seemed at last on his side, spring healed, he won that once in a lifetime score. He was backstabbed and raped, dumped in the Thames, washed up on the shore. Rats feet see galore, picking them bones clean. Where to go, where the gutters run off, to where the mud and filth flow, where the mudlark's desperate for fun, for once in a lifetime score. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, and just then I felt like, all right, I'm starting to sync up. I'm starting to sync up.
Right, as opposed
Right.
to,
Yeah. Particular at the Mudlark bones of their paradise carved from a life-giving soul. Crooked low down, backstabbing scoundrel. Come and try your luck and give them a roll. Roll them dice, then bet on your life. Your luck will run high, and then know that a blow on the dice like red-hot coals will fuck you sideways Sunday for sure. Again, dude, this is something that I've been thinking about a lot lately.
it's only A minor, really.
When we were younger and doing this shit, I think Tim kind of did the same thing too. Where it's just like you'd be doing all the music, the instrumentation, the arrangements and everything, and you had all this down, and then we're like listening to it, we're coming up with it, and we were filling every gap with lyrics.
Right.
You know, and it was all about the music.
Right.
The lyrics are an accent. So when we fill in every second with the lyrics, it doesn't work. So you coming in like, all right, I'm filling in an accent of the music, where that's just a little like, we're pronouncing the music here, we're pronouncing this here. That is what really carries this.
But when you say take your turn with the middle, it's really just an A minor chord
yeah,
that you're singing over, and then when you fall out, I'm just like, or you know, and then back to, you know, da da da.
yeah.
I would pass more chords.
Oh, it's okay, it's okay.
Yeah.
I felt like I had it.
Yeah.
At that second round too. But you know, the lyrics are long,
Yeah.
and we're fitting them in, and it's more of a fucking folky ramble,
Right.
you know, which is not normally our gig. The lyrics, I mean, look,
Yeah.
the top lyrics.
But take your turn at the Mudlark bones, a pair of haunted dice carved from a light-fingered soul, a crooked, low-down, backstabbing scoundrel. Come and try your luck and give 'em a roll. Roll them dice, then bet on your life. Your luck will run high, for sure.